I wanted to do a video of this, but doing videos is I got to get over seeing myself in camera for some reason. I don't know what it is. All right, but I got this. I got this Jefferson's small batch, whatever. Ooh. I got this from my friend who always tries to sell me the same stuff over and over again. There we go. Ooh. Okay. All right.
I'm getting a boner just listening to this.
And somebody just flushed the toilet upstairs.
I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and break out a shot of the Blackheart here.
All right, let's see.
Into a solo cup.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I'm refined.
Oh.
I'm a refined gentleman.
This isn't the. It's not 100 proof like the other fucking thing is. It knocks me the fuck out right away. All right. Ray, what do you got? You're excited about? What's over there?
Oh, yeah. So I got 5 things here. They're all miniature because they're too expensive they're too rich for my blood. But K-Stoff, who said he might try and make it in here, dropped off a few of these bad boys for me. So I have Old Saint Nick. He says the bottle's worth like $950. He gave me 2 of those.
Oh my God.
He got little shot glass vials. Yep. Then he's got, this one is Mitchers, Toasted Barrel. He said it's about a $950 bottle as well. They got a little bigger.
My God.
Call it vial of that. So then he's got Pappy Van Winkle 15-year, which he says is about $1,500 for the bottle.
Jesus Christ.
One of those. Pappy Van Winkle 20-year, $2,300 a bottle.
Jesus.
And Pappy Van Winkle 23-year, $3,000.
Randy was barely born.
Good God.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's absolutely insane. He went way above
all right,
and beyond.
all right, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, Randy just turned 31. You have a 25 or 23?
23.
23, okay.
Yeah.
You got to open that one now and taste it.
Which one do you want me to taste first?
The oldest one.
The oldest one. So Pappy Van 23 years.
Randy was 8 years old when they distilled this. That's crazy to me. He didn't give you much. Jesus Christ.
I gotta get every drop out of here.
Cheap ass K-Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
God damn. Hook your friend up. I would have given you.
Yeah, give me the whole freaking bottle.
I would have given you a quarter of the bottle.
You bum.
Not a little half an ounce.
So, yeah. Now, we were talking about how I can't smell it, so it probably.
That's right. I was going to tell you to smell it, and you can't smell.
That's what these. So, real quick though, before I forget, he said the Mitchers Toasted Barrel one. He said it smells like a s'more. Like he said, dead on. So, but anyway, this one, I sort of don't. I don't really smell anything, but dear God,
yeah. How was Randy's 8th year?
I kind of wish my heart stops right now, so that this is the last thing. That I remember. That is incredible. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do right now. I'm speechless.
You know what? Just take your pants off.
Smokes.
Take your pants off.
Dude, I did a shot of 15-year Pappy with the Papa John's folks, and it changes your life, you know? Yeah, there's life before Pappy and life after. That's how I like to describe it.
Yes, that is something. That is something. My eyes are slightly watering from joy, from the amount of joy filling my soul right now.
Do you need a few minutes?
I can't believe you drank the 23-year without K-Stuff here, though. That was kind of a dick move.
He said he was going to try and stop by, but he's he's got a baby it's like about a week old.
We can't wait for him. All right,
babies are the worst.
Yeah, babies are the worst, and he's got to suffer for his mistakes. So
I'm gonna line up the 20-year right now. I'm not about to just like pound these things.
Start pounding them right now.
I don't think that's a good idea. But
and start yelling at your wife. Yeah,
20-year.
You put them all down and start yelling at your wife.
So drunk, you piss on the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife will be home in like 5 to 10 minutes, and within like the half an hour that she's gone, she comes back and I'm just completely shit faced. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Well,
you're just in the corner taking a piss.
Telling me too is that these things. Yeah, so he's saying like if that bottle's worth that much money, if you go to a bar and you buy that, all these combined might set you back like $2,000, like $1,500 to $2,000 if you go to a bar and buy like shots, right? I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
So again, big shout out, thank you, K-Stoff. That's super generous of him to
some hot liquor
to allow myself to taste these.
We're good. I need to know anything before we start.
I thought we were going.
Yeah, fool.
No, we're going now.
We're going live.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, changing the game and influencing a generation of podcasters. But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed. Shamed, he disappeared. By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray. Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer Newsbabe, and Svensson. The Rich Dickman Show, your slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 153 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, once again, back at I got my job back this week, back behind the console, so to speak. I am Rem. Hello, how are you? It's great to be back once again. And, of course, with me, as always, is my numero 1A compadre, Ray. What's going on, Ray?
Good. I kind of don't want to open my mouth so that taste disappears, dissipates it all. Yeah. I just want to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to drink anything. I just want to live my life. Pappy Van Winkle, 23-year-old.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
23.
Beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Yes. And
Michael Jordan.
Also with us, as he always is my t-shirt buddy. Check it out. Boom. Matching t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's executive producer Randy. Randy, what's going on, baby doll? How you doing?
These are twins.
I'm here.
Yes.
And I'm so excited.
Yes.
About everything we have for the show tonight.
Yes. So much. With so much pre-planning into the notes. We have so much to go to do. And I don't know how we're going to fucking do 5 shows a month now, but thank you to our patrons for pushing us past the goal. All right. Thank you. Flow Euphoria is a new patron of ours, and Randy kicked us past the goal. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you both. So we'll be dropping an extra show this month on the main feed for everybody. So you can check that out. I don't know when we're going to do it yet, and I really wasn't expecting that to happen. I was just trying to drum up some hype. But that's what's going to happen. So, so we'll figure something out. We'll do it drunkenly after this one, or we'll have a whole new thing. We're a little change of schedule for next week on the recording because it's so here we are. So next week, all right. Next week is a big week of wrestling for wrestling fans, okay? Because it's WrestleMania week, all right? On Monday, you got Monday Night Raw, all right? And then on Wednesday, you have night 1 of NXT TakeOver, and then Thursday is night 2, and then Friday is Friday Night SmackDown before WrestleMania, and WrestleMania night 1 is Saturday, WrestleMania night 2 is Sunday. It's a big week, okay? So I said to the guys, hey, guys, do you think we can maybe record on Tuesday? And maybe, hey, Ray, do you think you might be able to edit? Because I'm gonna be just really busy watching wrestling. And then Ray decides to tell us, I'm not even going to be around Thursday through Saturday. So this kind of works out.
Dickman business trip.
I mean, this fucking guy, when were you going to tell us, Ray? I was talking to Randy before the show. Were you just going to tell us next Wednesday? Say, hey guys, I'm not going to be there next week.
Is this another orgy in South America? We need to know about these, Ray. We need to be on that email.
Oh, sorry. That's not my fault. Mr. Rich Dickman emailed me this afternoon. So I told you guys as soon as I found out. It's an exploratory mission down to Texas. He's going to see if we need to open a branch in that area. So, I still don't know the full details. Yeah, where you have less state income tax, cheaper cost of living, and
it's like free.
Especially, the California branch. Things get kind of expensive out here, heavily regulated. In Texas, do you really think they care? Fuck no. They don't give a shit out there.
All right. So, you know what? That makes sense. It makes sense. I'm a little jealous that he chose you to go, but maybe you have better business sense than me. I am the one who, I just failed a podcast several years ago.
Well, I hear things are pretty crazy down there. So maybe if someone was to, it's like open carry season down there kind of thing, right?
Cheap labor.
Adam from Houston could tell you. So, if there's some sort of a shootout, maybe they just didn't, he thought that risking you is
that's sweet.
That kind of thing. It's better to send the sidekick, if you will.
Now, if that were the case, he would send me because I can take a lot more bullets than you, Ray. I'm just saying.
I don't know, Randy. How many bullets have you taken?
At least 2.
Yeah. No, I'm like 50 Cent.
Are you going to be near?
I've been shot as many times as my rapper name.
Are you going to be near Houston? Are you going to be able to get together with Adam?
I think we're going. Yeah, I think we actually might be going to Houston.
No shit.
It's Houston or Austin. I can't remember.
Why haven't you reached out to Adam yet and let him know? I know you just found out today, but
because I just because I just found out. But he's next on my hit list. I don't know why that's what came to me. I was going to hit him up next. I was combining thoughts there, and that almost came out really, really poorly. Although
I'd like to see you put Adam on your hit list. I don't think you.
And last thing you want to do is kill the one guy that's going to give you advice on how to survive prison after you kill someone and get caught and go to prison.
Yeah,
right.
Like you want to be his friend.
That's poor planning
because he can smuggle you in some good shit if you do go to prison. Yeah. Like he knows how to grease the wheels, so to speak. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So before we get really moving tonight, I do want to address something from last week's episode. Gentlemen, we had a pretty intense conversation about a certain subject, the three of us. And, and I realize, we in the heat of the moment and after a few drinks, we say some things that maybe we don't necessarily mean. We're just saying them to prove a point, and maybe that's not the best point to make. And sometimes it might seem like two people with one opinion versus one person with another opinion may be ganging up on them. So first of all, Randy, I do want to, listen, I'm not an apology guy, okay? Because I think apologizing is for pussies and losers, all right? But Randy, I do want to apologize to you if it felt like we were ganging up on you last week on our certain conversation. But we did talk after the show, and, we put the conversation out there unedited, because you said it would give something for people to talk about. But I just wanted to make sure, Randy, that, that we love you no matter what. And if any way you were hurt by any of our words, I am sorry for that. And I'll give you a second real quick because I got to keep my thought going while I'm thinking of it. And to anyone else who may have any issues with anything that Ray probably said, because Ray's a big asshole, definitely not me because I wouldn't say anything controversial at all. Just know if it made you think a little bit, cool. If it hurts your feelings, sometimes that happens, and I don't want to say the S word, but, there's some things I wish I didn't say. That's what I'm trying to say. I'd like to take some of that back, but I can't. It's been out there. But know that I'm not a cold-hearted piece of shit, and I know that there's a lot of shit that happened in the past year that affected a lot of people, and I may not have been as sensitive to it as I should have. And for that, I wish I could have that one back. Gentlemen, feel free to speak up and get me out of this.
Listen, I don't need you to apologize to me. I have tough skin, and I love a good debate, and we had a good debate last week. So, yeah. And I think that in the course of a good debate, sometimes I think we need to just focus on policy going forward instead of, opinion.
But opinion makes for interesting stuff.
Yeah, but if we pivot, I'm saying we pivot to a policy podcast.
Yeah. And
we focus on just policy and getting things done, it'll expand the audience from the massive to able-bodied people.
Don't be ableist, please. Okay? Because we already talked about me having a disability earlier. I am colorblind. And I take great offense to you talking about able-bodied people when my body isn't as able as theirs. So, since we're being honest.
How do you handle traffic lights?
I can see that because they're separate.
Ignore them.
Yeah, the red's on top and the green's on the bottom, I think. I can see those.
Yeah, but what if they reverse it to be an asshole?
Oh, fuck.
Or they're side by side.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes they're side by side.
They're separate enough that I can see them for the most part. When there's a certain point at night when the sun has just set but it's not dark, I can't see a goddamn thing on the road. I shouldn't be driving at that time.
You know what happened when Rem? I was actually there. Remember when we went to take your DMV test? And when we got to the test, you actually had to ask him. When it says, "What do you do at the red light?" You said, "Is that the top, middle, or bottom light?"
Yeah, ask. That's how you. And it was very nonchalant about it. It's like, right, it's the top, middle, or bottom, right? I'm just, I got hit in the head a couple of times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, very nice. Ray, would you like to?
I'm glad that you're smart enough to work through life with that disability, because I don't think I could.
It's literally.
I mean, maybe I would rise to the occasion. I like to feel like I would rise to the occasion given whatever set of circumstances in life I'm given.
Yeah.
I feel like I do that now. Like, I rise to the occasion. I know it doesn't seem like it's that high, the occasion, but for me, considering where I come from, like, we're doing great.
Yeah. And I'll tell you,
rolling the dice.
My red-green color blindness is literally the worst disability any person could have, and I've managed to live a very successful life for 40 years. So I think I'm doing pretty okay. So, Ray, you have thoughts on anything from last
I'd like to see you debate Crippled Jesus on that.
I think he'd agree with me. Crippled Jesus doesn't feel sorry for himself.
Well, I guess if you want my thoughts on last week's discussion, I'll say because I believe people think it turned pretty serious as far as the stances we were taking. Well, here's like how I live my life is doing the calculus on all of it, if you will. What are the odds? And the reality is, if everyone around me's got it, everyone around me's gotten
just say it.
The actual shot. Yeah.
Don't say
whatever it is, the vaccine, whatever it is. I'm not
use those words
around other people. Like, if I've already done all the other stuff, what's the big deal?
Ray,
as well as,
Ray, we're not having a policy discussion right now. I'm just asking.
No, but listen. And then this is what happens is, to me, it's what are the odds? And there are plenty of other things in my life currently that I won't even go into, but that are affecting me and family members health wise.
You okay, buddy?
Things like that in way bigger and more. There's more going on than coronavirus. I'll put it that way. About it? So to me, it's you prioritize. That's what it comes down to. And you know what? To me, coronavirus is a small little thing. And again, I won't get into all this other stuff, but
so good.
If you're doing the math on it, there's plenty of other things that
probably better
other people got to deal with. So
I might squeeze your butt, but I'd give you a really good hug.
It's a black swan event in our lifetime. Like, we keep getting these, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie, so I don't know.
Simulation fucking sucks. Yeah, but thank you. All right. So we're gonna have lots of fun tonight. I just want you guys to know I love both of you to death. All right. Like, I was thinking about this today, I'm like, shit. Like, this is no joke when I say I don't have any friends. I literally don't have any fucking friends in my life. Ever since Fit died in that canoe accident, I see Hot Drummer News Babe every once in a while. We chit chat, and she's a friend. So Hot Drummer News Babe, if you're listening, I don't think she does it. She probably quit after last week. But if you're a buddy. But I mean, you guys, my bros, and like to get to New York City, I'm gonna need a fucking vaccine passport to go visit Chris OC. So we'll see next time we get back there. All right, let's get moving.
Or that study that came out that you were talking about pre-show. You could go the other route. Maybe if cannabis is the way to go, you could hit up your friend Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you get a
CBD.
New York
yeah,
weed.
The cannabinoids seem to be suppressing the SARS-CoV-2 virus. They're seeing research on that marijuana in various forms is an effective fighter against this. So maybe we should just fucking get high, right? Just get super fucking high and do lots of mushrooms. That sounds like a great time. The dark thoughts entered the brain again earlier this week, and I don't like those. All right, I'm going to talk about them real quick. But the dark thoughts entered the brain mostly because here in Connecticut, we still have all the mask mandates, right, and all that stuff, and the 6 feet and shit. But the governor lifted capacity restrictions. All right, so everything can open at full capacity, except restaurants. Not everything, you know what I'm saying, but you still have to keep the 6 foot bullshit in place. Okay. So even though restaurants can open to full capacity, they can't because they still have to have 6 feet of space in between things. But okay, so Connecticut's numbers have been going like 3%, 2.8, 2.7, 2.5, 1.9 at one day, 2.4. Then all of a sudden it shot up to 5, right? And then you see all these idiots, oh, we opened up too soon. We did this too soon. Everybody's going to die now. It's like, it's a fucking goddamn anomaly. Like, they took all the goddamn tests over the weekend, reported them on Tuesday. Of course it's going to be higher because you have 3 days worth of tests instead of 1. So everything, sometimes, what I'm trying to say is if you're having those thoughts, because my thoughts lead me to like where if I didn't have a wife and children and people to take care of, I would probably be somewhere in the middle of the country, wasted out of my mind on either drugs or alcohol or something, and just stumbling around a lonely desert road, finding my way through this mess. That's where I would be if I didn't have a support system. What I'm trying to say is if you feel like you're struggling out there, if you don't have a support system, like or whatever it is, it's okay. There's people who feel the same way. And you can reach out to a great show like Torn Think Tank. Oh, wait, that doesn't exist. Like the Rich Dickman Show at 860-316-4776. Give us a call. We'll be your friend. Especially Ray. Ray would love to be your friend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you call the voicemail line and ask me to call you back, maybe I will. Just
leave your number.
Out of the blue.
Yeah.
Or maybe I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
What do you think about that?
You never know.
If you leave your number, we can bleep it out on the show.
Yeah. You never know. Or we won't. You just have more friends. There's only 8 people listening to the show anyway, so it's not like it's getting out there. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Let me do the business real quick. RichDickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Get in there, check it out. Click the video tab to see all the cool videos that we're doing. I want to do more. I just got to find the time to do it. Everything needs time. Time, the most precious and the most valuable commodity we have in our lives is time. And thank you to those of you who gave us your time over the past 150. I just said 100. I just said over the past 100. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, Ray? Why would I say 100? But over the past 152 episodes. Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Click the merch tab. All right. With the Amazon t-shirts, get that goddamn Eat the Rich shirt. Okay. Because that's the one that's actually selling. It's selling really well. And I love that. Okay. So get into that Eat the Rich t-shirt, get yours. And because fuck everybody and fuck all the people who think they're in charge of us, because fuck them. All right. That's it. That's what I got. Okay. So gentlemen, really quick. Speaking of a free society, I went to a comedy show last Saturday. I took the wife to Providence, Rhode Island, and we went to see Anthony Rodia, a comedian. Check him out on Facebook, by the way, because he does a lot of he does a video maybe a couple times a week, and he uses a Snapchat filter to turn himself into different characters. But the characters he plays, you heard it say Anthony Rodia. He's an Italian man from Westchester, New York. Okay, so he's a New York Italian. So he does his father, he does Uncle Vincenzo, and Zia Lucia. Okay. So you got to check these videos out. And I don't have any queued up to play because they're all on Facebook and I can't get Facebook. It's a whole long story. He does the whole accent and the mannerisms and the actual conversations that my fucking Italian family does. Okay. When I see this guy like doing his father, I see my father in all this stuff. I sent these videos to my mom and she's like, oh my God, that sounds just like you and your father when you're having a conversation. Like, I know, it's the craziest thing. But it was very funny. He had his buddy Johnny Goomba open up for him for half an hour, and then Anthony did about an hour of comedy. And it was the nicest thing, you guys. It was a comedy connection in Providence, Rhode Island. Right off the highway, you take 95 to 195. It's an exit, and boom, and you're right there. It's so easy to get to, And we weren't sure because I haven't been to Rhode Island since way before the pandemic, right? I've only been to Massachusetts for work, and that's it. And Massachusetts is basically the same as Connecticut with all the restrictions. But we went to Rhode Island. I didn't know what to expect with anybody, so put the gator up as we're walking into the building. You sit down, like masks off. There's a lot of tables in there. Maybe they were 6 feet apart. Maybe they weren't. I don't know. But the waitress is coming around. The waitress had a mask on, but we didn't. And we were having drinks and we're watching a comedy show. And it was like being back to normal. It was great. And we had a great time out there. Went to dinner beforehand. It was a really nice night out. It's the first night out like we've had in a really long time. And it felt good. Get out there, have a nice dinner, be able to laugh. And, stand-up comedy is an art form, right? And I think with the way our goddamn society's going, where you can't fucking make jokes about anything. It's like it's a dying art form. So we got to support stand-up comedians everywhere we can. And not the woke fucking stand-up comedians either. Not those fucking assholes, okay? All right? None of that shit. Not that chick who's going to talk about having her period 3 times a month. All right? Because that shit's boring. I don't care about your period. I know it's a thing that happens. I don't find anything funny in it. It's a beautiful event. All right? It marks be creating life. That's what it is. It's not something you can joke about anything. I'm just kidding. That shit's boring. That's what I'm saying. But, inappropriate stand-up comedy, irreverent stand-up, making jokes about everybody. That's the stuff we have to support, because that's the stuff that keeps us human. We got to be able to joke about things. We got to be able to tell jokes and laugh at ourselves and each other, because we're all so fucking stupid. We have to be able to laugh at it. We just might as well just kill ourselves if we can't. But that's probably too harsh. I probably want to take that one back. But you got to be able to tell jokes, okay? And not everything's so serious. All right, we can joke about Italian people. It's fine.
It's a me, Mario. Like that,
dude. I once choked a kid out in 5th grade because because we were talking about. So you say that you're laughing, right? In 5th grade, we're sitting there and we're working on an art project. And we were talking about what our father's names were. And one guy said, "Oh yeah, my father's name is Daniel." And one guy, "My father's name is Steve." And my father's name is Mario. And so this kid who was my friend, he says, "Oh, I just saw him in Super Mario Brothers last night." Dude, I fucking got up. I walked around the table and I put my arm around his. I started fucking choking the kid. Like, what the fuck did you say? And then he's the one who got in trouble for it. He got in trouble for it, not me, because I was crying because I was so upset and I thought he insulted my. He was just making a joke.
Yeah. Speaking of people not getting jokes, I mean,
yeah.
Young Rim.
Hey, back in 5th grade, I didn't have a great sense of humor. I was a big nerd. I'm a very. That's another thing people need to realize. Young men listening to this. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm sorry. But it's here. I've been drinking. Is that
one shot?
Yeah. A lot, you guys. You think shit sucks like when you're 26 or 27, right? Or you're 32 or 33, and you think things suck again, right? You change, okay? I'm 40. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm definitely not the same person I was 20 years ago, okay? I'm a completely different human being than I've ever been in my life, because as you grow up, as you experience things, as you mature, you change. That's why maybe you should, all you guys who think you're in love with a girl at 22, maybe you should wait a few more years and see what happens, because I'm a very different person from the person my wife first met. Right. And because that's part of life. You're just changing. Things change, usually for the better, because you get smarter and you get more aware of things and how to deal with situations. And you realize a lot of shit just doesn't matter that you thought mattered 10 years ago, So anyways, gentlemen, jump in. Stop me from talking too much. Jesus Christ.
I mean, unless she's hot, then just marry her.
Yeah, or crazy.
I mean, just do whatever.
Yeah.
Just prenuptial agreement, like don't even worry about that.
Yeah,
I would have to disagree,
whatever,
Ray.
man.
If you stuck your dick in
I don't
crazy,
want to get
stuff.
another vaccine level discussion here, but I would disagree with that based on my perspective and experience throughout life.
Yeah, Ray's just giving bad advice, Randy. Don't worry. My advice is solid.
What are you talking about? Okay, maybe you can buy sexiness, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. So you might as well do it while the person is legally obligated to stay with you until they change their mind, as opposed to you throw down the money and you get in a situation the person says, "I didn't sign up for this," and they leave, and then they still took your money and you didn't get what you paid for. Okay.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if they're hot, you can have lots and lots of sex with them.
What Ray's saying,
and yeah, they might take half your money when you leave.
Ray's saying
when
escorts.
They leave, but
I don't know.
you were going to spend that much on hookers anyway.
Use your escorts
It's
in
sound
your
advice.
20s. Don't get married till you're in your 30s. That's what Ray is trying to say. Yeah. Just pay for sex. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. Randy, have you paid for sex before?
Never.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've never even been to a strip club, homie.
No shit. Really?
I just don't. I never felt the urge or need to.
All right. Rock and roll. I just like talking to people.
Seems like it'd be funny, though. Well, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I look at it as, maybe if I experienced it, I just, I would want to talk to the girls and figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Like that's who I am. I'm that kind of guy. I like to figure out who you are and what makes you tick, because if I'm going to be attracted to you and there's a chance that we're going to, make a child together, then I have to know that I can stand you for 18 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I have a more thorough screening process called dating seasons now, where I don't date from November to.
That's right. I remember you telling me about this.
Valentine's Day, the 15th of February. Don't date. Take those months off. Avoid Christmas, Thanksgiving. Don't have to meet any families. And Valentine's Day, my birthday, so it's not awkward. They don't have to give me anything. Yeah, and you miss a quarter of the birthdays. Like it's just smoother.
Yeah.
And that's how Kristen made it through 4 of those. And so now here we are. Now I can trust her enough to, shack up with her.
And she brings you food while you're on NFHC. She brings you, whatever that was from. I can't remember. King
good
Cluck?
time right
King
there.
Cluck?
Yeah, it's set.
She, but real talk,
Good vetting
she's the
process.
sweetest, most loving person that I have in my life. And,
Yes.
and I really appreciate her. So
This segment brought to you by Toyota. Get the all-new Tacoma 2021 version. Okay, Randy drove one down in Florida. They're great. They have all the amenities that you need. Get in there. Get your Toyota Tacoma today.
my favorite rim? My favorite is the radar-assisted cruise control.
Yeah.
Okay, you get in there, somebody cuts you off, it slows you right down and gets you to this right speed to maintain the distance you select. You select the number of car lengths you want to maintain.
Yep.
This is going to keep you from rear-ending people and being at fault for accidents, folks.
And
on
when
the
that comes
interstate.
in most handy is while you're driving and you have thoughts that you need to add to the show notes. So you know what? You're just going to do it on your phone. You're going to text while driving. You're going to show notes while driving, and you're not paying attention. Next thing you know, you're about to rear end someone.
Yeah.
Nope, no more. So now you can do your podcast business while you're driving.
And even if you do, it's a solid frame. It's going to do all the damage to the other car.
Yeah.
That's why your insurance premiums are so high.
That's why my next car will be a Toyota. Thank you. All right, let's keep going here.
Moving forward. Remember when their slogan was moving forward while their cars were literally out running and killing people?
No.
Yeah, when they couldn't. Yeah, when the gas got stuck.
Yeah, the gas pedal went down. And people would call 911, and you'd literally listen to them die on the interstate while they were going 140.
No, I don't remember. When was that?
All in Toyotas.
I must have been stuck at the strip club then. I was going to tell a strip club story, but I forgot. Oh yeah.
That reminds me. You were talking about paying for sex. I almost did one time. I was at a bachelor's party, and they paid for an escort, or they got the escort to come, and we were all going to pitch in, except for whatever reason, the person that had sex didn't have to pay. I'm not sure how that works, because that feels like...
Was it The Bachelor?
Like they should maybe have to pay the most?
Probably The Bachelor. It was probably his gift, right?
No, so they voted me to be the one to have sex with her.
So I just remembered a situation that I may have to change my answer. I almost participated in a group of boys who purchased a lady of the night, and they did things like they really dehumanized her. They threw baloney at her.
Oh my God.
A naked body, and it was a whole group of them, and they were bragging about it afterwards, but I didn't go with them.
Okay.
So, but that was like, I was close to that, so I may catch flack for that. So I just wanted to clear
be fine. Nobody listens. Go. You finish your story, Ray.
No, Randy did a great callback to your no interrupting bit from last week. That was perfect. Perfect timing. He just getting into it and then just butt in right there. Excellent. So
lost.
For whatever reason, these guys, like, they all voted for me to be the one to have sex with her. Again, I don't know why. It just
because you're handsome,
by committee.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's your unit, buddy. God delivered. You signed for it,
so that I also didn't have to pay. But the awkward part was that it's in the hotel room with everyone, so everyone's
watching your ass cheeks.
And I'll just tell it is just awkward.
Yeah.
It's just. You never envision finding yourself in a situation where you're having sex with someone that was paid for, and there's a bunch of just guys watching.
Yeah, dudes are disgusting. You don't have sex in front of dudes.
And you didn't pick that girl necessarily either. Yeah. It's just an awkward situation. Yeah. I mean, it worked out all right, but yeah. I'd highly recommend it.
I used to go.
You wrapped it up tight, right?
No, he didn't do it. Did you do it?
Oh.
Yeah.
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 He wrapped it up tight.
Wait,
though,
you
right?
had sex with this girl in front of all these people?
Yeah, so I laid on the bed. So there was two queen size beds or whatever it is.
Hold on. Stop.
I laid down.
Stop. You started the story making it sound like you didn't have sex with this woman, but you did. You had sex with this woman in front of a bunch of dudes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The story was whether you've paid for sex, and that's where I almost paid for sex. I had the sex.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to pay for it. I was really close.
So afterwards,
but just laid on the bed, and then she got on top of me and all that stuff.
So afterwards,
what happened afterwards?
Did the dudes come up to you and say, like, nice piece, or oh, you fucked that one up, or would that pussy feel like? What happened? I'm very curious as to what happened after. Did everybody walk away in shame? Did you hide?
You know, the difficult part is that
you know what the episodes are going to be, right?
Yeah, so this is with I don't want to divulge too much about who I was with, but there was a lot of military personnel there. And because there was a lot of gambling at a casino, multiple casinos.
How high up do you infiltrate, Ray?
So I, at this time in my early 20s, was saying to myself, I'm going to outdrink all of them. So the exact details of what happened after, a lot of the details of that night are hard to remember in detail, but I do remember her getting on top of me. You know, I put the condom on and stuff.
How will you ever be a libertarian congressman now? All right, I had high hopes for you. The first libertarian from California. I was going to run your campaign.
Can I be an independent?
God, how do you stay hard while being drunk and dudes watching you? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
you're a champ.
Was the biggest challenge. That was honestly because that's where. Okay, so with sex, honestly, the majority of it is mental, right? It really is.
Yeah.
Which is if the lady or the other person across from you looks attractive, well, that's still a mental thing, right? So ultimately, like you're fighting this battle in your head of, am I going to be able to do this? I mean, it was a struggle. I'll tell you that much. And I just remember afterwards feeling somewhat embarrassed, but also just that was kind of it. And then I don't recall really doing too much after that. I probably fell asleep because I had a lot to drink. And driving home the next day, I remember just, holy shit. Oh, and that's a funny story. So the next day, I actually went to, that's when I was still a manager, In-N-Out Burger.
Ray's going full Huelhauser here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Went in hung over as fuck. Like I haven't been this hungover in a long time. And they had actually suspended me for, I don't know if I ever got into that thing. It was really funny. Like I got in trouble for doing stuff like taking orders too fast. Things like just the most ridiculous stuff. It was great. Giving people a write up.
Well, you do have to pay drive-throughs, Ray. At Taco Bell, we had to hold them at the speaker for as long as we could. So we'd be like, "So do you want any sauces with that?"
Well, no. This is the store. I got to the store and the manager. I showed up a little bit early. I walk in and he said the first two things he says to me is, one, you're not going to sleep with all the girls that work at the store, are you? And I said no because I transferred here to date the lady that is now my wife. And then two, he goes, I fired the last 4 managers that transferred to the store. I'm like, cool, nice to meet you. I'm Ray. like literally like that. So this guy, for whatever reason, he's out to get me. As with everyone, he thinks he's a badass. And so, for example, like him having me take orders is just generally against protocol anyway. I got in trouble for giving someone a write-up when they broke a company policy because he said that for whatever reason I shouldn't have given him a write-up. And I'm like, you broke bullshit, a bunch of bullshit. So I go into this, come back from the suspension to have them telling me that they're going to let me go. They're firing me. And I am so hungover, I literally couldn't care what they were saying. Like, even if they were like, you know what, we think you've put forth a lot of effort and we're going to give you a promotion, I didn't even care. I literally couldn't care less. The one thing I remember from that meeting, other than my head pounding and feeling like I had to throw up the whole time, was the guy saying, "You're really good at this job," or "You're good at this job, but you'll be even better at something else." I thought, thanks a lot, asshole. Well, I'm going to go home and sleep the rest of the day because I feel horrible.
Yeah.
And I took off, and the rest is history. Here I am today.
And here I was
drinking.
You ever
Pappy
thought
Van
about
Winkle
sending that guy
23.
some Pappy Van Winkle for firing you? Like, because it sounds like it was the best thing that ever happened.
Oh yeah, so this is why, honestly, that gives you a little insight into when people start complaining. Oh man, this was tough or that was tough. You know what? Sack up. Life is full of challenges. You know what? You got to deal with them. You can't whine and cry and go and bitch and moan and hide everywhere. You sleep off the hangover. You eat some toast or get some protein in your system and you get back out there. That's all there is to it.
You cough like a fucking maniac.
Were you on unemployment
gotta
for
keep
like
kicking.
3 months though?
What?
Were you on unemployment after that for like 3 months though?
No, like a year. Yeah, it was like a year. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was so mad that I was like, fuck everybody. They're paying me almost as much on unemployment as I was making before. So, I mean, when you don't have to go to work and you're basically make the same amount of money, and my wife was working at the time, and we had just had the kid, that's where I'm like, well, you know, I'm watching the kid. She still goes to work.
Ray,
We're all making
was
money.
this when you helped me with the vote for Ben shit?
Probably,
oh, nice.
yeah, right
Look,
around
I
there.
got Ray after he fucked the
I'm really glad
prostitute.
you had that support system in there.
Maybe it was a little afterwards, but yeah. No.
Oh,
So this
before.
was my thing.
Oh.
So In and Out was that was like 2009, 2010 ish.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
I
all that
was
Vote for Ben
19.
stuff was what, like 2015.
yeah.
So that was not
Man,
quite.
and
the
I
same
thought my
time.
stripper story was going to be the funniest one. I ain't even told it yet, but Ray just beat that shit out of the water, so I'm not even going to bother. So, goddamn, Ray, good job. Good job, buddy. What do you drink?
Oh yeah, thanks.
What are you drinking now?
Good job, fucking. This is the Mitcher's Toasted Barrel.
Yeah. All right, get that. Get that shit in your mouth.
The
Come
s'more
on,
one.
put it in your mouth.
The s'more one. Hold it.
Come on. All right.
That's what I said to her.
Yeah, that's what you said
I gotta do a little
to the
swirl.
guys who fired you. You
Little
can't smell. Why are you smelling it? How is it?
That is so smooth.
Look at
and
you.
It actually,
Ray just fucking orgasms. He's got to clean off his camera now. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
It's a little gross.
Oh my
God, that's
goodness
thick. You got to
me.
drink more water, bro.
That is
Try
delicious.
some pineapple
So this
juice.
one, oh no, the other one. Just wait till you see the other one. The other one's way darker. Do you see how dark that one is? That one's
Yeah, look at that.
crazy.
Look at that.
The Saint Nick.
All right. So yeah, the episode art's going to be like our heads and people at a strip club. I think that'll be it.
I like your booty, but I'm not gay. I got a good stripper story from one of my friends.
It can
Who-
just do this
All right.
with, it can be me, and then you guys out of the bushes, in the background. That's all.
That's too much work.
Basically,
Dude.
that's basically what
Too
happened.
much work.
I had this driver. He was the first guy to ever offer me marijuana. And he was a really nice guy. I turned him down at the time because I was pretty straight
Never
edge.
turn a
But
guy down.
he went to a strip club for a delivery and they called him the F slur.
Mm.
And so that really made him mad. He comes back and he's telling me about it.
Randy,
And I get
was
a
he?
phone call from the strip club.
Was he an F slur though?
No.
Okay.
No, but he didn't want to go in because he was a Christian boy.
Oh, okay.
And
F-slur.
so he didn't want to go inside, and so they called him that. And so, well, they called and said, "Hey, your delivery driver kicked out our spotlights." They had those big spotlights that went all over the interstate, and he drove over to them and kicked them out with his foot.
Nice.
And he looked at, and I walked out and said, "Hart." Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that, but
Oh.
said, "Hart, you know." What happened, bud? And he just looked at me and he said, "I'll go pay him the money, Randy." And I said, "Thanks, buddy. But you know that you can't work here anymore, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, we can still be friends though." And you know, we hung out a couple of times after that. We made WoW characters, Slop Mop, and Dry Mop. Because that's what we did every night at the store.
Slop mop
We had
and
to
dry
do
mop.
a wet mop and a dry mop.
Yeah.
Yep. And so we were best friends for a little bit. Not really. I mean, we were good friends. I almost bought his Geo Prism off of him.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yep. Those are hard to get a hold of. Or no. It was a Windu.
3 cylinders.
It was
Those
a
are
Windu.
3
Yeah.
cylinder
This
cars.
is.
You remember the Windus?
The what?
Nope.
Windus?
Nobody knows
or
what that
something
is.
like I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know.
What the fuck is a Windu?
Huh?
mean
It
the
was in that
Daewoo?
one movie.
Or
Daewoo.
Yeah.
That's it.
The TV company
Windu.
making cars.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, those. It was one of those.
It's like getting a Peugeot car. Okay. A lot of people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Peugeot also makes like pretty decent bikes. Back in the 80s and 90s.
Shut up, Ray.
You'd import a couple
Nobody
Peugeots.
cares about.
I know. This is what I'm saying. Like,
it's not Peugeot. It's Peugeot. All right, learn how to speak French, you fucking asshole.
Peugeot.
Oh man,
dude, Rim. Did you know I drive a Fiat, and it's the 500L.
Yeah.
And in Italy, it's called the Cincinnato or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly
and it means the Mickey Mouse, and it means Mickey Mouse because it looks like Mickey Mouse.
I gotta get this one in. Hey guys, this last
it looks like
this last stripper story is brought to you by Godzilla versus King Kong. Okay, streaming now on HBO Max and in theaters. Have you guys seen it yet?
You gonna just steal my whole bit, Rim? You gonna just really take it over?
It's not a bit.
Man, you're a lot better at it.
I'm looking to you guys to provide context to the ad I'm doing. Okay, Jesus, get in there and tell me about King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, Warner Media. We have a partnership with Warner Media. HBO Max is where you want to check this out at.
And theaters. You can get the theaters too
if you need a hookup.
If it's open.
I mean, yeah, in theaters. Find the Rich Dickman Show Discord. All right.
Yeah, so definitely go see the movie. Godzilla vs. King Kong, great movie. Also, if even if you see that in theaters, go download the HBO Max. Fantastic. They even have Wonder Woman 84, another top-notch movie. Great acting, just off the charts. I mean, just phenomenal. 10 out of 10 stars.
Yeah. And they have that documentary that just came out about QAnon, where it really shows you the real QAnon. Like, it tells you the real.
Some dick face in his
basement. It shows you how terrible these people are, and how crazy Facebook is in all of this, and how much Twitter is involved, and then the little bit that Parler is, and Parler took all the heat. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray,
use code TRDS when you're placing your order, and you'll get something. All right. So the final story, we'll move on from here.
An error message?
Yes. Get an error message. Is that I had a friend. His name was Paul. All right. He's about 10 years older than me. And back in the mid 2000s, we used to hang out a lot. He used to take me to a whole bunch of what we call them out here, stag parties. They were bachelor parties. And we went to this one down in, I think it was East Haven, Connecticut. All right. And I don't know any of these people. I'm just going with my buddy Paul's to hang out and drink. So I pay $30 to get in this fucking thing. I drink, see a stripper, and we're out of there. This dude, the Bachelor, I don't know who this is, but the Bachelor, he had too much to drink before the strippers arrived. Okay, so his boys had him in the bathroom. He was throwing up. All right, the strippers come, and they say to this kid's father, said, "Listen, he is fucked up. All right, you got to take him home. All right, he needs to go home. He needs to go to sleep. He can't be here anymore because he just yacked all over the toilet. He can't even stand up. He needs to go home." And the father's like, "Yeah, but can we wait a few minutes?" And they're like, what do you mean? Can you wait a few minutes? He needs to go home now. Yeah. The father's like, throw him in the back of the car. The strippers just got here. I want to watch the stripper. This fucking kid, he couldn't even enjoy. He was sleeping in the back of his father's car while his father sat and enjoyed the stripper show. So, all right, let's move on a little bit here.
Good for his dad.
Oh, I'm sorry, Randy. What'd you say?
I say good for his dad.
Yeah,
I'm glad that he got his money's worth.
Yeah. Yeah, God, we are not wasting. This is fun stuff, but we have a Dick of the Week. All right, we haven't had Dick of the Week in quite some time, so I think we should do some Dick of the Week. What do you think, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I agree.
Now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week, and here's our first nominee.
And Svensson has finally returned to the Rich Dickman.
Hello, Rim and Ray and everybody that helped make the Rich Dickman Show my favorite podcast to listen to. This is Svensson here,
reason I come back
and this week, my nomination for Dick of the Week is Maggie. Maggie is one of those people who always wants to borrow money but never wants to pay it back. Do you know anyone like this? So
hold on a second. Wait. What the hell are you recording on, Svensson? You sound completely different. I kind of like it. It sounds more raw, but it's jarring my ears because I'm so used to you sounding a different way. Do you guys hear this? You hear what I'm hearing?
He He's live on scene.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what it is.
I think he sounds angelic.
He's got the.
He's about to get attacked by He's about to interview Maggie.
He's got the
Oh my
Tascam
God.
H1N. He's fucking on the scene, ready to go. All right, let's finish this one.
Situation. Basically, I'm out and about, and I run into Maggie. Maggie asked me, did I get my COVID check yet? And I'm like, Maggie, what business is it of yours whether I got my COVID check or not?
Who the fuck is Mackie to just be asking some random dude? Like, what?
Why do they call it a COVID check?
Jesus Christ.
Stimmy, Ray. It's a stimmy.
Oh, Stimmy.
And Maggie's
Yeah,
like,
Steve's
well,
way better.
I'm not going to see any of that money, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm like, hold on, what do you mean
Oh,
you're not going to see
Stimmy.
any of that money? No, you're not going to see any of that money. It's my money. Who are you to me? It's like, you don't pay my bills. You know, I'm not dating you or anything like that.
Spencer, maybe she was trying to get in your pants, dude. Jesus Christ, don't be so wicked with the ladies. Goddamn, we just gave you a whole bunch of good advice here. Okay, let's keep going.
It's not important. I'm like, go, you should have, I'm like, you
Bitch, step
had
off.
your own check or something. What happened to it? So, yeah, that's the reason Maggie is getting Dick of the Week. Anyway, Rim, Ray, I hope you guys are doing well. Everybody out there, take care and have a good week.
I like you
After
it doesn't
much
mention
deliberation.
I wonder if Maggie is Vincent's baby mama. In my mind, it is.
Yeah.
This week's Dick of the Week award goes to...
Obviously, it goes to Mackie, but I mean, guys, help me out here. What happened? Because I don't know. I'm 2 glasses in this Jefferson's. I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
I think it's the same theme as before. She is a hooker, and she's trying to find someone that's ready to pay.
spend that
What
stimmy.
else do you spend your stimulus
Yeah.
check on? I mean, for real. I mean, mine, I literally say it every week. Where's my stimulus check? I need my hookers and blow. Hookers and blow. Hookers
Two
and blow.
hookers and an
That's
8-ball Ray.
all that
That's what we
matters.
call you around the Dickman offices.
Yeah.
Two
yeah.
hookers and an 8-ball
So-
Ray.
So obviously she's looking for the next person
Ray.
that's ready to go down the turn, make a hard right down the hookers and blow alley. Okay. Now,
Legit, can I ask you guys a question?
yeah.
Have you ever witnessed anyone doing blow in the parking lot at your employment office? Your office of employment?
no,
I got caught getting blowed.
no, she was out of her
Oh.
computer room and she was snorting coke from a guy who just dropped it off.
Oh. That's
So-
awesome. I just saw it in the parking lot. I just walked up on some dudes and was like, hey, guys. And they were like, oh, shit. And they were like, you want some? And I'm like, fuck you. And I walked away.
Yeah.
So when I worked at In-N-Out, I tell the story every once in a while about how I helped my Navy buddy drive from North Carolina back to California. But he and I went to high school together and worked at In-N-Out Burger together. So when we were in high school working there, I also dated a girl that worked there. And one day, as we were working the night shift, and she got off work, and I was at lunch or something like that. But yeah, we went out in my car, and she was giving me a blowjob, and he went to go run the trash out. And he comes by, and he does this thing. He bangs on the window. They were tinted windows, but he banged on the window, thinking that maybe I was just sitting there, just by myself. And this is like 2001 or 2 or something like that, before everyone has cell phones. So it's people that just sit in the back seat of their car, like looking at a phone. That's not a thing. Like, why would I be in the back seat of the car just sitting there by myself? But it was dark. He bangs on the window, and then he runs the trash out. She stopped giving me the blowjob temporarily because she was stunned, and then realized that he walked away. So, finished. And I'll just say this: it's really hard because In-N-Out, they put the apron on. You wear that red apron. I don't know if you guys are very familiar.
I've never
with
been
the
to
uniform.
In-N-Out, Ray.
That
That's not
thing's-
out
it's-
here.
Hey, but have you ever seen
No.
it? Seen the uniforms? Because it's really hard
I've
to
been to
conceal a
In-N-Out,
boner.
Rim.
Is it?
It's really hard to conceal a boner in a tight.
Talk
flat-
about a humble
Their
brag.
uniforms are tight.
Jesus Christ! At least I
I don't think I could work there.
come out with how big my dick is, but
That's
you're
right.
Ray, would they
Anybody.
hire a
It
fat
doesn't
ass
matter
like
who you are.
me?
hard to conceal a boner. God damn!
Yeah, it's hard to conceal a boner to
This
begin
is like
with.
the
But if
escort
you have like
episode.
baggy pants, it's a little
The
easier.
pay for sex episode. Yeah,
It's really easy for me too.
Yeah.
I just tuck it up into my belly.
yeah. There you go.
But anyway, so Svensson, she's just looking for someone to blow. So you know what? You're the dick for denying her the opportunity to make some money.
Yeah. She was trying to get some of that stimmy money from you, Svensson, and give you something in return. I don't know. I don't know that she's really the dick of the week now that
She's
Ray
offering you a service.
offered some insight into this. It might just be you. Like, Svensson, just because a woman talks to you doesn't mean she's trying to get money from you for nothing. She probably wants to have sex with you for money. So you should just give her money to have sex. I think we should just give everybody money to have sex. Like we should pay people to have sex. Randy, if you were gay, would you let a guy fuck your belly
gun
button?
Violence. Would I let a guy fuck my?
If you were gay, I mean, I'm not asking you to go out on a limb. Yeah.
Sorry. No, let's rephrase it. How much money would it take?
How much would I have to pay you
It
to
would
fuck
have to
your belly
set my
button?
better
family up for
question?
life.
Yeah. It would change your life.
Yeah.
How much money would I have to give you?
Oh. $1 million.
I'm making it more awkward.
Randy, my dick is so big,
$1
you
million
wouldn't have to look at me. So how
Invested
about
in a good
that change
S&P
things?
fund. No. Because it's just the feeling. Like like I don't feel good giving up my body for money. That's just me, though. I think everybody gets to make that decision for themselves.
All right.
You know what? I don't know if you know this, but I work in construction. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And in construction, it's a very physically demanding job where, you know what? We sacrifice our body every day for money, for a paycheck.
Yeah, you do. You do. Gentlemen,
It's just not.
I need to
sexually
be very honest with you right now, okay? I got into this Jefferson's fucking bourbon, okay? And I'm thinking, you know what? It's only like 70
dent
proof.
that
It's not that bad, right? I'm a fucking glass and a half in. I am fucking fuck. God damn. I can't.
Yeah, this stuff's a wild.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you guys.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I like it. I like it.
Didn't that get a Kids' Choice Award?
Yeah, I think it did. Thank you, Svensson. Thank you, Svensson, for doing
From
that.
John Cena, probably.
Yeah, let's get into this.
How you feel about John Cena hosting?
I'm sorry. You can say it after this.
You want segments? We've got segments.
How are we going to do an extra episode a month? Fuck you,
It's
Jules.
Thinking with your
I'm better at
dick.
devices. Oh, wait, we got to talk about Jules. We got to talk about Jules. All right.
We're gonna run out of time.
Yeah, I know. Ray, read the email.
Oh, I didn't put it in the notes.
You want me to speed read?
Yeah.
It? Okay, so Jamie writes in, I'm literally the worst when it comes to April Fool's jokes and pranks. Last year at work, I planned it so that when my coworker was walking by, I pretended to be on the phone talking to his girlfriend. At the end of the conversation, I hung up and told my coworker that his girlfriend called to tell me she died. It wasn't until the words came out of my mouth that I realized how unbelievable and
I've
stupid
done
the
this
prank
before.
was. Please help me for the 2021 edition of April Fool's, which you're kind of late because we're recording it right now, but maybe use it.
Oh, I
for
got
next
you,
year.
bro. Go get a Krispy Kreme donut box and put a veggie tray in that sumbitch. That's what Scott Johnson retweeted. That's a good one.
I think that works. That's pretty solid.
This segment brought to you by Rolex. We make watches so you don't have to. Also brought to you by Spectrum Cable and Services. We got your money.
This segment also brought to you by our favorite bourbon, Evan Williams. It's also
great.
bourbon.
It's finger licking good.
You say get a Krispy Kreme box, put a veggie tray in it.
Could you imagine taking that to like let's just say you work somewhere super boring. Like, I mean, the most boring place on earth. Like, so I was one time, and this is why I think this is the most boring place on earth. When I was in the loony bin for a short period of time during the election, I stayed with this lady who worked for the Postal Service for several years.
Wow, what a fucking
And
asshole.
she said all she did was move letters and sort letters.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have machines when she was coming up. And so that would be the most boring job because it's hard to remember. She had to memorize all these zip codes and addresses and stuff. She was telling me about it. But she did that for long enough that now all she does is take cruises all the time, but she still has to come into the loony bin. So, so what I'm trying to say is imagine it was somewhere boring like the post office, you know, and they brought in this veggie tray and they put it out, or Social Security Administration. That's probably just as boring.
Yeah.
But they bring it in and everyone comes in and they're just like, imagine the disappointment. Like,
Yeah, you see,
people would be excited. I would be
Yeah.
excited.
I got sick on Krispy Kremes once because I ate too many at once. I had those warm glazed donuts, and it was good the first one.
Easy to
but
do.
then I thought, man, I need a second and a third. I'm like, oh wait, that's too much. And so I haven't had Krispy Kreme since. Ray, you look like you were going to say something. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, so this is something that I did today, but I'm not going to take full credit for it. Ikra was the other person that actually got the idea started. But I went online
Join the Patreon,
and Googled
Ikra.
crazy Nicolas Cage faces and downloaded a whole bunch of them and printed them out. Took a piece of paper, piece of tape, and taped it onto the front of everybody at work's monitor. So when they show up in the morning tomorrow, they're going to have crazy Nicolas Cage faces printed out and staring at them in the face. I think that and maybe everyone just do that. If you're listening to the episode right now, just pause for a moment. Just Google crazy Nicolas Cage faces. Those things are kind of jarring. If you're not bracing yourself for that, it'll knock you off your socks a little bit. It'll turn your head around, make your head spin.
I'll do
My
that.
head is spinning.
So I think we should all just do that. That should be like a new like hashtag crazy Nick face kind of thing. Where can't that be like a new trend instead of like an ice bucket challenge? It's somebody in the office just goes around, prints a bunch of Nicolas Cage faces, and just posts them
What are they,
everywhere.
Darby
Just
Allin?
When everyone shows up, they're just like,
wear 'em on their
holy
face.
mother of Nicolas Cage.
Right, Randy?
Oh,
You know what I did? I went to the office in the middle of the night because I work from home currently. And I went into the VP's office, and on his calendar, I went to November and I drew a dick and balls. And then I found his little pamphlet, like his little book that he takes to meetings, and I flipped through it and drew a dick and balls every like 300 pages or so. You know, whatever. 30 pages is what I meant to say. And then I went through his printer, and about every couple of ways I drew a dick and balls. Whenever he lifts up the scanner, there'll be a dick and balls. And so I'm hoping he found them all.
Yeah.
On April
Here's a
Fool's
good
Day.
one. Ripping off ripping off Randy's idea. When you get to your office, if you work in an office or a place with a copying machine, right? Get there before anybody else does. Grab a Sharpie and draw a dick and balls on the glass. Okay? And nobody really looks. So they'll just put their fucking copy on the thing
Damn.
to make a copy. Then all of a sudden the copy prints out and there's a dick and balls on it. Make sure you put little hair marks on the balls. So they got hairy balls. All right. Ray, are you circumcised or uncircumcised?
Did you guys watch American Vandals? Oh, we're getting into that.
Okay, good. All right. Randy,
Same here.
how about you, buddy? Are you
I've
circumcised?
seen,
Totally
I've seen the
circumcised. I
pictures
got-
in the dick contest.
Oh, that's, yeah,
I don't know why you're
that's
asking.
right.
Just for
I'm sorry.
just to clarify.
Randy,
for
I
everyone
didn't
else.
hear your
Totally
answer.
circumcised. I had a brother-in-law that was uncircumcised. He's the one who had the allergic reaction to the grape jelly.
But you are circumcised, correct?
Yes,
okay, so-
yes, that's why I have the 1 to 6 inches. They kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
I don't know why. There's
I got a settlement
there's
for
dudes
that. That's
out
why I
there
have 2 social security
who
numbers.
wish that they hadn't been circumcised. Like they want that disgusting ass foreskin back, and I don't understand that mentality at all. I don't know why they want their fucking dicks to look like elephant trunks. It's fucking gross. Like, what does a girl look?
I got a buddy, Big Daddy, who is
It's like a
unserved.
turtleneck.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's more nerves. Like he gets a lot more stimulation.
I don't need more stimulation. Like
from what I
I
understand.
put it in, like I'm coming, boom, like that. I'm very
well,
bad.
speaking
at
of
sex.
which, I'm curious. Like, what is your guys' like? You know how they're doing the NFL Combine and they got the 40.
Yeah.
Like, what is your guys' 40-yard dash on jerking off?
What the fuck are you talking
Like,
about?
how quick can you get it done?
How quick? Oh, it depends on like.
Yeah.
I listen. So I'm 40 years old now, so things change. When you turn, like literally the day you turn 40,
Okay.
things change. Okay, so you could just be like
You
wanting
got to
to
buy
enjoy
long-term
yourself.
care insurance.
What? Say that again. You're talking when I'm talking. I didn't hear you.
You got to buy long-term care insurance because you get the best
Right,
rates
it's true.
when you turn 40.
Fuck, my life insurance about to run out. My term life, I got to get fucking new ones. But anyways, like if you have a thought in your head, like shit, goddamn, I'm really turned on right now. You can knock that thing out before you even get hard. Like you'll just start. You get your hand on there and you just start coming before you get hard, and it's horrible. It's an awful thing because you used to think about when you're a young man and how hard you used to be, just fucking just boom, right. So it can be pretty quick, Randy. That's what I'm saying. It can be pretty quick. Ray, how about you? As almost you're a couple years away.
If I was able to go a period of time without any sort of masturbation, like, wait more than 8 hours kind of thing. So, build up the, the anticipation there. So you starve yourself. Well, you're going to be a little more prone to ejaculation a little quicker, right? And then if you get everything right, I'm pretty confident I could beat 30 seconds.
Damn, I thought I was good at like 3 minutes, man.
You're still a young man.
But I'm talking optimal conditions. Like you prepare for this. Like you do a little bit of training.
So it's like, like luging.
Yeah.
Or the luge in the Olympics. Like they oil them that some bitch up.
Yeah, but that's where, like, you've done some training before that, yes. And so all of a sudden it's like they're standing there at the top of the luge chute, right? And then the thing is bang, and then they go. I would be doing the same thing. I'm already ready. I'm standing there. I already got everything ready to go. I just got to do the ripping.
I meant Brazilian bobsledders. I'm sorry, guys.
Ripping and tearing.
Not luge. Is luge fast?
Yeah.
Or is it Brazilian bobsledding? I can't remember.
No, luge is faster than
faster?
bobsledding because the bobsled's heavy, so it slows down. The luge is just you on a fucking.
But they're Brazilians, Rem. So they have the Brazilian. There's no wind resistance. There's no wind resistance with the Brazilians.
Yeah,
because they shave everything.
But luge is faster because they're in a skin tight suit, so they don't need to shave shit because it's fucking.
So wait, you're trying to tell me right now on this podcast that I, in the state that I am in, recalled something accurate about the Olympics? Yes. Holy shit!
Look at you.
Write that down.
Good job.
I'm putting that in the notes.
Good job.
Is this a good transition into me telling you guys about the Brazilian barbecue that I went to?
Absolutely. I don't fucking know what's happening right now, so go for it.
Okay, so have you guys ever been to a Brazilian barbecue? I just gotta ask that
why the fuck would I be to a Brazilian barbecue?
No.
Yeah, I love the Brazilian people, by the way. I love all people, especially
Do they
the
have
Brazilians.
lizard tails?
So Brazilians are known for,
asses,
bikini
mocha
waxes,
skin,
the waxes,
and
right?
ass.
And apparently,
Beautiful.
now if you think Americans are lazy, wait till you hear this. These motherfuckers figure out how to have a buffet where you don't even have to get out of your fucking seat. What? How the fuck? Like, you want to talk about the epitome of laziness?
Is it a conveyor belt?
Okay.
Is it a conveyor belt? Tell me it's a conveyor belt.
No,
Ray.
so check
I
this
just
out.
want a
This
conveyor
place-
belt of food that just comes out. And I just get to grab it and eat it. Sorry, you continue.
Is this the
Oh
green
my
and red
God,
stop
Randy, you're
sign?
going to love this. Because,
You turn the paddle.
yes, the red
Yeah.
and green. But ours was a little card. So this is what happens, right? So they come in, they tell you first go to the salad bar. And I think that's kind of the sign to the waiting staff that you're ready to eat because they kind of debrief you. So I went over there. I've been to one before. So usually people go over there, they get some salad, they come back, and then they have this little, like, what would be the traditional, like, salad plate that's kind of smaller for the meat. Me? Fuck no. I'm a carnivore motherfucker. I go to the salad bar and just grab 2 big plates and walk right back, turn my card to green.
Feed me,
What
bitch.
happens is these guys walk around 17 kinds of meat. 17 kinds of meat. And they walk around with them on
Can you name
skewers.
them all?
Oh, Randy. Oh, fuck.
Come on. You drunk 23-year-old Pappy Van Winkle. That's better than sleeping in a Holiday Inn Express. You could deliver a baby.
So check this out. These motherfuckers just walk around with skewers of meat and they just come in, they're like, do you want some? Okay, I prepared myself. This is like training for this. Tried not to eat all day. We went golfing. I'm like, I'm eating like the bare minimum. I ate like a taco from Taco Bell because that's not actually substance. I mean, that just shoots right through you, greases up the
Yeah, that goes through something called the
Dirty
Therminator.
asshole.
Before anyone else got back from the salad bar, I had 4 of the guys come over and serve me, right? And I made it my mission to eat faster than they could bring me food, which was a bad idea.
Asshole, Ray.
It was a
God
really
damn.
bad idea. It was a really
Did you
bad
shit
idea.
like Goldberg when he came back at WrestleMania 34?
Yeah.
I don't get that wrestling reference, but probably
It's 33.
Yes.
Oh,
Everyone
sorry,
at the table, like I should
You're-
ask my wife if she wants to get
Actually-
a vouch for this. I was
fucking
eating
actually over here.
literally as fast as I could cut the meat and shovel it in my mouth, like it was like an eating.
I used to do that
contest.
at hibachi.
Like I was Joey Chestnut eating hot
Yeah.
dogs. Oh my God! And here's the thing: you got to realize that it's one of 2 strategies. Either they just keep bringing you food. You just flip your card to red and say, "I need a break," and then they keep coming back later. Not a problem. You pace yourself, or you eat as much as you can, as fast as you can, to the point where your stomach doesn't know that it's full yet, so you can just keep eating. So you can overeat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was going for. And I ate so much. Oh yeah, we did like there's like 3 or 4 of us couples that went. It was a little we went on
hot.
Saturday.
Hell yeah. I know what you couples of California do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Drink wine and have sex.
Yeah, you guys are going to recall Gavin Newsom, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yeah, take that. Take that. But yeah, it was pretty fun. And there was even somebody that, I don't know if they ate too much or drank too much, but one lady, whoa, she was spewing all over the restroom. Probably had a similar strategy as me, but you definitely got to know when to fold them. And we witnessed the worst toast in human history. Tink, 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 tink. Hey, everyone. Just want to thank you guys for taking the time. We were sitting at home, not doing anything until our friends called us. And now we're out here at dinner. Thank you. Thank you. And we're all like,
I don't know. Whenever I gave my best man speech at my friend Jared's wedding, I stood up and I told a story about a time that we followed a stray dog into the woods to the point that they had to get a helicopter to find us.
Oh no!
And it did not get over well because everyone was it was still a scar. Like I fucked up getting the sandwiches for his reception. Well, I didn't have a truck. I had to borrow a truck and go to Walmart, load everything up back there. And I didn't know I had to tie it down. It's a fucking sandwich. I thought it would sit fine. Anyways, that's the only time I've been
screaming?
A best man.
What is that? Is that your house, Ray? Are your kids screaming?
So, yes. So about 2 hours ago, I was telling my wife, I'm pretty sure the baby is ready for bed. Okay, 2 hours ago. Now, if it's any indication of maybe I was right, there it is.
You got to scream.
Okay, just kidding.
Man, I used to know.
Go see if I can.
I used to know what that feeling was like.
One quick moment.
When I used to have kids, I got rid of my kids. So Ray got up. Ray thought he muted his microphone and he didn't. So Randy, it's just you and me, baby. I would love
just you and me.
I would love to go to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Mammals.
And I have not yet been able to talk my wife into doing it yet. Oh, look, there's Ray and his baby. Ray, your baby got big.
Ray is progeny.
Who cuts your baby's hair, Ray?
Are you like Ragnar and Vikings?
Ray,
he just got a haircut.
Yeah.
Today.
You got like a razor haircut.
Ray,
holy shit!
You guys really think I need a trim?
Hey babe, what did they do to his hair?
Uh-oh.
Is she gonna give us instruction how to eat Oreos?
I don't know.
God damn. Get her in the camera.
Hey babe, how much?
What's up, girl?
How much meat?
He talks to her like she's fucking Siri. Hey babe.
Hey babe. Hey Siri. How much meat did I eat at the fucking Brazilian steakhouse? Oh shit! My Siri went off. Here it is. Hey Google, what is the nearest Brazilian steakhouse to my house? Okay, let's do that one. Alexa,
turn off all the lights.
Alexa, set an alarm for 4 a.m. Okay, all right. We got to keep talking about stuff, Ray, because Ray, keep your background off because it's just
my Alexa just set an alarm for 9 a.m.
Holy shit! What's happening? Wow, Ray had to mute his mic again. All right, Randy, it's you and me, buddy. Like it would have been next week if Ray.
You want to hear it?
Ain't nothing but mammals. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Yeah, you need Nanny 911 up in there. Time out.
That kid.
Put him in timeout immediately.
Wow.
Oh.
He's
social
not happy.
Isolation is the only thing that will solve that problem.
Go help your wife.
You ready to go night-night?
Go help your wife. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ray's muted. He's going to Tucson. All right, Randy.
Oh.
It's you and me, buddy. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. So what are we going to do? We going to save voicemails? Or?
Yeah, no, I got voicemails. I got plenty.
I don't know what.
All right, the voicemails. Voicemails are brought to you tonight by the Peacock Network. Okay, Peacock Network showing all your favorite shows from NBC, including The Office and extended episodes of The Office with deleted scenes. Plus, if you're looking to watch WrestleMania, there's only one place you can watch WrestleMania this weekend, and that is on Peacock. So check out Peacock right now, download the app, and watch all your favorite NBC shows and movies anytime you want for a low monthly premium price, or if you want ad free, it's a little bit higher, but those prices are there. Use code TRDS at checkout and get nothing for it. That's right. Randy, how do you love your Peacock subscription?
Well, I was going to say Peacock. It's cable with extra steps.
Yes. Hey, can I just say, my children were talking about the word peacock, and they split the word in half. And my son said pea, and then my daughter said cock, and I was very uncomfortable.
Oh,
and
God.
I did not like...
Is that the first time your daughter said cock in front of you?
Yeah, and I was not happy with how that happened. Peacock, I wish you would change your name. I know you sponsored the show this week. Thank you for that. But if you could just call yourself...
call it Comcast like it is.
Yeah, if you could just call yourself NBC On
Quit
Demand.
Quit playing a game.
Fuck, I mean, really, I don't need my daughter saying the word cock at all, ever. Because she's a sweet, precious, innocent child. All right. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, let's do this. Ray, are you back on the show? Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
God damn, this fucking
Thanks
bourbon
for
shit.
calling the Dickman line at 860-316-4776. Please leave a message after the beep.
Every time. Fucking voicemail sponsored tonight by the personal...
voicemails.
Oh, shit. Voicemail tonight sponsored by
Fitbit.
The personal,
Get your Fitbit.
This personal experience podcast with Jules Scott that is no longer in business. Yeah, let's get some...
Maybe if she feels like it, Rem, she was very vulnerable with the internet, and I applaud it.
That's true.
Hey, I just want to let you know I'm sitting out here by the fire with my baby girl and her man, and I'm trying to break all these limbs off these trees, and I fall, and then I try to break the limbs off, and I
there
fall.
Goes Mom.
And they're laughing at me and trying to make fun of me. And Randy tries to help me, and I fart on him.
Yep.
But it was still funny. We got the fire going go. All right, bye. Not good enough?
Did you fart on your mother-in-law? Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
No, she farted on me. I was trying to help her up. There was this last time when Kristen got back from India, I got severely intoxicated off of Blackheart rum, and I danced with her mother, and the bulldog tried to hump our legs and knocked us over. And it was, I don't remember what happened after that. I threatened to do a front flip that whole night, and I never pulled it off. But I did the next time, and then I also did a chin up and almost broke my rib.
You know, this one time, Fit was playing guitar at a concert, and I was watching him, and his mother was there, and they were playing music, and I was dancing with Fit's mother. Like, I was up there, me and Fit's mother were dancing on a dance floor while Fit was playing music. And then when he came down, I said, "Hey, man, I'm your stepdad now."
Is it like a Stifler's mom situation?
Yeah. It's like, I'm your daddy now, buddy. Yeah, maybe that's why he's not my friend anymore. All right, let's keep going. Thank you, Randy's mother-in-law.
Hey,
this segment was brought to you by...
Ain't put a ring on it yet.
With all the structural changes recently happening at Rich Dickman Enterprises, I'd like to apply to the mergers and acquisitions department. I think to stand out from the crowd in this, unemployment-laden society, I'd like to go ahead and do an audio resume. I spent some time in Colombia in the 80s as somebody who provided a private security network for some farmers that had labs on site. They had a real security issue with people trespassing. Then in the mid-90s to mid-2000s, I did a bunch of work in the Middle East, this time providing vehicles and working hardware to some people in the oil industry. In the last decade and a half, I've really focused on import-export in many types of cargo. If Rich Dickman may need somebody to go over any company or podcast that they would like acquired, I'd be happy to offer my services. Take it easy and have a good day. Flo Euphoria, out.
Flo, I don't know if you were born in the 80s.
This is how we get into defense contracts.
Yeah, but you're hired.
Yeah.
All right. So if you can just get us more defense shit, Stinger missiles, and fucking drones and shit and whatnot.
Oh,
that we can
yeah.
just fuck around with in the backyard.
We need
that'd be fine too. Yeah,
I want some of those robot dogs that hunt people down,
Yeah.
like
from Boston Dynamics.
like from Black
Oh,
Mirror.
we're basically
called
Sid
Spot.
from Toy Story.
I want to program those.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I want to program those to do good for
yeah.
people.
Ray,
like
you good with this?
you know, like they
You're
they
muted.
befriend people and they're loyal servants.
No, I'm
No,
not.
your Discord's muted, Ray.
Oh, my
There you go,
Discord's
buddy.
muted. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you want to hire?
Shots. Do a shot, Rim.
All right, we're doing shots.
I think that was from the
out of my
baby.
glass.
Yeah, I ran out of the good stuff. And
Thank
I
you,
got
Flo.
tequila.
Mm.
Clink.
Check out Flow Euphoria's Shiznat on Odyssey. Just search Flow Euphoria. I was on a show a couple weeks ago. I loved it. I had a really good time. I'll be honest, because I'm drunk right now. I didn't think I was going to have a good time because I don't know. I just didn't. It was Tuesday and I wasn't drunk, right? But I had a really good time. Flo was a good host and Joe was a good co-host and they had good guests and we had a lot of fun and I really enjoyed my time on there. If you want me to guest on your podcast,
Good couple of dudes.
just Twitter me at Rem Dickman. Flo, you're hired. Okay, get us some.
Me
For
too.
a small fee.
Yeah, get us some.
Small fee. Rim Dickman will bump your podcast by 8 folks. He has a massive Patreon that has grown by 200% in the last 3
Yes.
months. Okay?
Thank you, Randy.
That is insane growth.
There's a lot of growth.
If you want to get on this rocket, now's the time.
200% to one person.
And you can advertise on the show just like Bounty, Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty, paper towels. It tastes good in your mouth.
I use Bounty, and Randy's about to throw up.
Press 1. I
Oh,
must
shit.
speak to you. Press 1. This is why there has been delays and even financial holds that have taken place and affected you. Press 1. I must speak to you. Press the numerical button 1 now. There is a family member that also must be covered, and the
What the
angel
fuck?
must bring healing touching their mind. Press
Touching my
1
family members?
now to hear this blessed word. Press 1. There cannot be any more losses this year. Press 1 now.
If you wish to no longer receive these messages, please hit the option 3 now.
Okay.
I wish.
Oh, that was fucked up.
Yeah, Kristen, thank you.
So
Okay.
Watch a video at Patreon.
I think that was for Kristen because she's lost a
was
lot
for
of family
Signal.
members. It's been rough.
Yeah, man, I wish I got those. I didn't have it on Do Not Disturb. I would love to press once. I want to know what family members fucking with me. All right, let's keep going. We got 2 more.
Hey, I just wanted to call in and say that I enjoy listening to you guys. I'm one of Randy's
Thanks.
good friends. Also wanted to share a story about something that happened.
Hold on, caller. You need to know that you may be Randy's good friend, but Ray and I are Randy's best friends, okay? All right? So don't get any ideas. Don't get any fucking ideas. All right, let's keep going.
Today.
I don't know.
Earlier, I was driving to
we'll
work,
see.
and I have to go on. It's called Dixie Highway. It's not really a highway, but it's 2 lanes on each side, so it's a busy street. And
Named after Rich
I
Dickens'
passed
daughter.
the bus stop station, and I happened to notice that there were 2 legs and 2 feet poking out of a lump of a blanket, basically, is what it looked like to me. So I took a second glance, thinking, what the hell is that? I looked over, and I see a bobbing motion, so it clicked finally there for me. What it was is there was some crackhead giving another man a blowjob in the bus station waiting area where the bench was. So
dudes will take
you may
blowjobs
ask
from
why
anything.
I know that this is a crackhead. Well, this area that I'm talking about, it's a frequenter of transient people who are drug addicts, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I mean, it was bewildering to say the least. But, yeah, just thought I would share that with you guys. Maybe something you guys can talk about, you know, a little topic, you know, something to talk about. But, other than that, like I said, I just wanted to call in and say that I enjoy your guys' show, and
Thank you.
hope you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, it's very sweet.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, that's Randy's friend Ray.
That's like banana nut at bread, bro.
Ray Roadhead. Yay or
it's not-
nay?
What did I do?
So many times, yes.
Banana nut bread at work is what I meant. Hell yeah, bro. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, bro.
Randy.
Randy, is that has that soda can of yours gotten fucking roadhead before?
Oh, yes. Yes. Several times on State Route 32.
Yeah.
Because it's a very straight highway, and also you can have sex on it as well.
Nice.
I can attest.
I've gotten roadhead. I've never cummed though.
I had a girl that.
What?
Yeah, never.
And I've also spread my seed on, let's see, Route 52, Route 23, several routes. Several routes across the country.
Several routes. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. What
you get a good car mount, and anything's possible.
Ray, what were you saying, buddy?
Plenty of things. One, I had a girl that liked to take her pants off, so that while she was doing it, her ass was like showing to the passenger window.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So that other cars going by might see what was going on, kind of thing. That was always interesting. But this segment, before we get to the last voicemail, was brought to you by Trojan Condoms. For those of you who don't want to be like Rem, Ray, and Randy with kids, now offering condoms, lubricants, vibrations, and more. Get yours on.
Spermicide lubricants, by the way. All right. Kill the sperm before it ever gets inside of her. That's right. That's their slogan. Kill that sperm. All right. We got one more voicemail.
Also brought to you by the pull-out method. Used since 1957.
Just as effective if you're good at it. Get good at it. Get good at the pull-out.
Get good at it.
Come on, not in.
No chin is lucky as lucky can be.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Let me play this again. Ray, you need to hear this and then put this bitch down. Motherfucker.
No chin is lucky as lucky can be.
Gentlemen, take care of this.
That sounds like a familiar voice. I can't picture it, but I can picture I can't place the voice, but I can picture
former
the face.
Intern, I think.
And it's a face of someone that definitely can't grow a beard, but definitely would love to be able to grow a beard because they're ashamed of their own face, and is obviously afraid of plenty of other things, like doing. They're definitely somebody that's coward enough to leave a voicemail without leaving their name.
Look at this chin,
Ray.
I got a beautiful chin.
I think it's somebody who doesn't know the difference between Ray and Randy's birthday. I think that's who that is. Okay? Yeah.
Yes. Oh. That's what I was thinking.
It's not spaghetti?
I don't think that's spaghetti. Spaghetti's going to be nice till we get his birthday episode with all the porn stars.
It might be somebody that's in the chat room right now.
Yeah. It could maybe.
Is it?
Let me tell you.
Hard
we might actually.
Let me tell you
like
something.
We might actually.
You assholes. Okay.
But you know what? Yeah.
I'm colorblind. Yeah. Okay. So I have a disability to begin with. All right. So you guys coming at me for my chin. All right. Look at this thing. All right. Right. I have a little beard now. You can see a chin. Okay. So fuck you guys. I grew a beard so you can see a.
It's very defined.
Thank you.
Very defined.
Thank you. I'm sorry I don't have a fucking squared off chin like Beth Phoenix. Okay, assholes. Okay, I have no control over that.
Ooh.
Don't make fun of me for the goddamn chin. You pieces of shit. That's what y'all are. You pieces of shit.
Remember when James Ellsworth came in you?
And I put him down. Nobody's heard from him again. Nobody's heard from him since then. I put him right back down.
He hasn't done any more cameos. Yeah. So Rem, check this out.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
I have a comically oversized nose compared to the fact that I can't smell.
It was so hard to draw.
Right?
It was so hard to draw that. Like, I kept trying to get it right, so I just made it really small.
But,
you know what I'm
check
saying?
This out.
I never noticed it till you pointed it out.
But you have the
Dude, it
looks
like you're wearing those fake glasses and nose.
You gotta let Ray finish.
Ray, I apologize and yield the rest of my time.
You know, the few times that I've thought that I had a real good punchline and delivery lined up, like I'm like, this is going to be solid. It just gets completely shot down. But so I have this comically oversized nose compared to the fact that I can't smell. And Rem, you have the opposite problem, which is you have zero chin, but you can take a punch like somebody that has a fucking iron chin.
Fuck you, Ray.
Like it just, you know what I mean? Like, so you know what? You guys keep it coming. He can take it. And you know what? He's going to keep dealing them. Just, whatever you guys want to do. Whatever makes your tiny little dick feel a little bit bigger.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I have to say, I used to be the king at making fun of people. All right. And then I got older and I felt bad for it. So I really don't do it these days. I really don't get in as mean as I could be. But fucking push me over the edge. And I'm coming at you. And I don't care what your fucking shit is. I'm gonna fuck you up. All right. You're gonna crawl out of there like, goddamn, Rem just made me cry like a little baby because I didn't realize I was so sensitive to my faults. So, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go fucking put
You're saying
makeup
you're
on my face.
cerebral. But roast battle, you got a hug at the end. That's the rules.
You do. I used to work as a custodian in a convalescent home, and there was this Italian guy. His name was
That should be a T-shirt.
his name was Sebi, right? And I don't know if he's still alive. He might be dead because he was old when I worked there back in 2000. He was fucking 65, and we're 20 years later. So Jesus Christ, he might be dead. I don't know. His name was Sebi, and I used to make fun of him nonstop to the point where he got mad. Like he like fucking came after me, like physically to fucking hurt me. I was like, "Hey, look at this old fucking guy!" I can't even do anywhere. I don't have. It's like the ability to be really mean has just left.
It's a fight.
Has just left me. All right. Maybe I want to. What, I got a text message here. What's this here? What is it? Oh, I wanted to talk about sex toys. All right, and I wanted to say,
let's do it.
How women think there's a patriarchy against them and they're being held down and all this shit, right? And all this stuff. I mean, I've never met a woman who makes less money doing the same job as me. All right. Any woman doing the same job as me, I've met, they've made more money than me. All right. But there is a very, there's a very clear line to be drawn when it comes to sex toys. Okay. All right. And so what I mean by that is a woman can say, man, I'm going to spend the night with a glass of wine on my vibrator. Right. And nobody thinks different of it. Nobody gives a second thought. Oh, hey, yeah, girl, you get that. You get yourself with that glass of wine and your vibrator. Right. And women have a whole variety of different sex toys to use. The vibrator, the rabbit, right. The clit tickler, the fucking, the cannon, the Shane Diesel goddamn donk, right? They have all these different. I mean, you can go on Amazon. You can get a dildo mold. You can mold your own penis for your lady, okay? And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sell that on fucking richdickman.com. I don't know, because it's huge. It's massive. What I'm saying is, women have a variety of sex toys, and nobody gives it a second thought. Let me ask you, Ray. If I told you, hey, Ray, after we're done with the show, I'm gonna grab my pocket pussy and fuck myself, you would think less of me, wouldn't you?
Is it homemade or bought?
It's bought.
Sorry.
It's bought. Yeah. You would think less of me, right? If I said, hey, Ray and Randy, I'm going to grab my fleshlight tonight. I'm going to go have fun with my fleshlight. You guys would be like, oh my God, what a fucking loser. He's got a fleshlight. Right?
I'm the wrong person to ask. And I'm the wrong person to ask because my wife at some point was selling sex toys. Honey, I should see if she can come in here. So she got a bunch of these things because it was passion parties or whatever it was called. This is 8-10 years ago. It was a while ago. But she did that where, you, as any pyramid scheme kind of thing that takes all your money does. They're like, you just give us a few $100. We'll send you a bunch of shit. Oh, you're going to sell it and make so much money. You're not even going to know what to do with it. But got some of those things and they never sold because you'd have the parties and the women show up and they're like, hey, this is so much fun. We're chit-chatting. We're cackling like as women do with their laughter. And then they have some drinks, right? And then they go off and they didn't spend any money. Women don't spend money on the things that we want them to spend on, like sex toys that would be fun. They're going to go spend on like whatever the hell it is, manicures and pedicures. And I'm like, I don't really look at your nails all day. I couldn't care less. So basically my wife ended up with a huge box full of them. And no, I've used the little, I don't know if it was called a fleshlight, but same thing. It's whatever it is, 6 inches long or whatever. You squirt some lube in it, and you.
Did it help your 40 time?
Yeah. Now I'll tell you what. If I was preparing, I might actually consider using that. I might very strongly consider using that because it's
like wearing a glove as a receiver.
Yes, it's very effective. The problem is this. The problem with one of those, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, is it has a tube that goes all the way through, a hole on both ends, which is kind of counterintuitive because that's not necessarily how the female anatomy works. But what happens is when you do ejaculate, it acts almost like rifling in a gun, and the stuff goes even further. So you really got to be prepared for yourself. Like, you can't be like laying down and not have some sort of blockade in the way. Like, you'll hit yourself in the face, and none of us guys want to do that. That kind of thing. Like, you got to. Yeah,
I don't go through the end, Ray. It's perfect. Yeah. Kristen gave me my first one. It was great.
So yours did not. Yours is blocked on the end.
No, I just have a small tank, Ray. Come on.
No. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter when it comes out of the end of your penis. The rest of the thing, it comes out the other end of that thing, and for whatever reason, it's like it rockets that stuff out. It doesn't matter. Like, you could be trying to or not. It doesn't even matter. So, it shoots that shit out.
Right. So,
but I don't care. Do it.
I've used a vibrator on my wife. She's my girlfriend at the time, right? I said, this big pink fucking vibrator, right? And I turned it on. I was like, in there, boom, boom, yeah. And she's like, oh, fuck, she loves it, right? All right, but like I used to buy a lot of porno videos back in the early 2000s because you couldn't just get shit online. You had dial up internet and all the bullshit. And then with one of them came a free fucking what the hell was her name? A free Devin was her name, a porn star Devin, not Devin Michaels, the fitness porn star, but the other Devin. I don't know. It came with like a mold of her vagina, and it's like this fucking like this rubber thing. And my wife was like, "Oh shit! Like, let me use this on you, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So she squirted a bunch of lube on my dick, and she put this fucking thing in it. She right, and I'm like, babe, why don't we just have sex? Like, why don't we just fucking put my dick inside of you instead of this fucking thing? And I felt like such a goddamn asshole sitting there while she's jerking me off with this fucking sex toy. I'm like, nah, I'd rather be having sex with you. I'd rather be doing that. And I felt like such a loser for having this fucking like pocket pussy thing in my presence. So I ended up throwing it away. So what I'm saying is there's a stigma. That's what I'm saying is that, women have their whole variety of sex toys to use, but a man typically looks down upon or is embarrassed to use one. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair at all. Now, I've never used a fleshlight, and I know a certain friend of mine in New York City has a fleshlight and enjoys it on his own. I get caught up in the whole thing. Well, shit, I got to clean this thing now.
Remgar.
I don't have one. I got to clean this. Like, that's what holds me up. Like, this thing in this plastic container. All right. And sure.
Oh, dude, it's easy.
What do you mean?
You just run out of
so what? So I'm beating off with a goddamn flashlight. So then after I'm finished coming inside of it, I have to get up and I have to go to the goddamn sink and have to fucking rinse it out and put it in a dishwasher or some shit. Are you kidding me? Like, what if my kids open a dishwasher?
What do you normally do?
It goes into
normally your cum just evaporates.
I go back.
It goes into a sock.
Personally, I don't know what you're talking about.
It goes into a sock and then it gets crusty.
A sock? What are you?
You do laundry.
Go back to work.
Yeah, I just go back to work, Ray.
I like that. Okay. I didn't want to let that one get overlooked. That was a good one. I like that.
Goes into a sock or the toilet, or you go back to work. One or the other. Can you guys come standing up? Because I can't. I can't come standing up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I got to be sitting in a line.
Sitting in a line, right, Randy? Okay.
Like, I got to be in a tilted position. I got to be in a tilted position. Like, this is the...
Yeah.
This is the only way.
Like, if I'm standing up, I got to be inside
like this.
A human being. I got to be inside something. I can't do it on my own. Yeah. It's very difficult. But I got to be laying or sitting like Randy, as he just demonstrated.
Well, I've Dunlapped over. I got Dunlap disease.
What is that?
I've Dunlapped over my waistband.
Oh, I got you.
So
with the spare tire around your.
So it's belly. Like, I haven't seen my penis since 2013.
I'm sure you saw your penis earlier today.
So,
you just feel around? You just fucking feeling blind for it when you got to take a piss?
Those dick pictures.
Yeah, it's like being colorblind at a streetlight.
Okay.
I mean, I keep requesting him for a reason, Randy. I like it.
Yeah, we want to see the 1 to 6 inches. Yeah. All right. Somebody.
Yep, 1 to 6 inches.
I'm just curious.
And it looks like you guys have seen Power Rangers Turbo, right?
Yeah. Who has it?
Yeah, Larragot from Power Rangers Turbo, the little hairy guy that wanted to protect his family. That's kind of what my unit looks like.
All right.
So
Randy's got to
Google that. Larragot.
Larragot. How do you spell Larragot?
Oh, let me Google it real quick. Larragot.
Let me Google how to spell Larragot.
Yeah.
No, I had it right.
All right.
I'll put it in the chat.
Siri, how do you spell
I think I've
Larragot?
done this 3 times. Oh, man, you just triggered a lot of people's stuff.
The audience is leaving.
Hey, why don't you try Amazon's? Oh, wait, there's nobody that would hear
there
it.
It goes.
What's
Google,
Amazon's even called?
Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa.
I just
hey,
said it,
Alexa, how do you spell Larragot? Or, hey, Google, how do you spell Larragot? And also, gentlemen, hide your iPhones. Hey, Siri, how do you spell Larragot? And there she goes. Okay, we got you. All right, fucking somebody say the words. Get the fuck out of here. It's been too much.
Let's bring this baby home.
Ray, I set it up for you, Ray. You're supposed to take your job back, but Randy stole it from you. Goddamn. Thank you all.
It just was awkward.
So much. It was weird silence. I'm going to leave that in there too. Thank you all so much for listening to The Rich Dickman Show. We love it when you do, and it means a lot that you give us your time. We talked about that earlier in the episode. If you like what we do and you want to support the show, you tell a friend. Mm-hmm. Tell a friend. Hey, man, you should listen to The Rich Dickman Show. We're having fun. And leave a review on your podcast player of choice. We'd love to see the reviews. If you like us even more than that, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/RichDickman. Going up very soon. By the time you hear this episode, there will be an all new Liquor Fueled. And because we hit our monetary goal on Patreon, we'll be doing an extra show each month while we're at that goal. Okay. If we fall below that goal, we're going to stop doing the extra show. All right. But right now, we do every Thursday, we record, and we're going to drop another extra show during the month for you. Okay. So boom. Thank you to all of our patrons. You guys, you mean so much to us. You help keep the show going. You help getting all the cool stuff that we need to keep the show going. So thank you. On that Patreon, you get the Liquor Fueleds once a month. You get the video of the show every week. If Ray ever gets his shit together and can cut a bonus episode of Randy's sister visiting, that would be awesome. Ray and Randy are going to do a bonus episode. Either
she's selling Great Dane puppies for $1,800 right now.
There you go.
There's been a development.
Yeah, getting her
I just wanted to update that story, and she was on 2020 again. So
she was on 2020. At some point, Ray is going to finally get that out there, and we'll put it up there. But Ray and Randy are going to do a bonus episode, possibly with Svensson. They'll be doing that soon, gentlemen. You'll be doing that soon. All right. And if you get in at the top tier, you'll get your very own custom t-shirt. So if you want your t-shirt to say Rem Fucks, it'll say Rem Fucks. If you want your t-shirt to say Randy Fucks, it'll say Randy Fucks. All right. But our Patreon, of course, is sponsored by Nabisco. All right. And I love Nabisco. I'm a big fan of their Cheez-Its and the Chips Ahoy cookies. Okay. So get in there, get yourself some Nabisco Cheez-Its and Chips Ahoy cookies, and enjoy your evenings while you're sitting on the couch watching Godzilla versus King Kong, brought to you by HBO and HBO Max. All right, you can find us online at richdickman.com for all of your Rich Dickman needs. Click the merch tab, get yourself some swag, get that Eat the Rich t-shirt. I swear to God, it's the best t-shirt you'll ever wear in your life, especially nowadays, because all the rich people are fucking assholes and they all deserve to be eaten. That's right. And click the.
What's the income limit for that? I'm just curious. I want to make sure my household doesn't fall into it.
Over $400,000 a year, right? And click the YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Click the YouTube tab and subscribe to our YouTube channel because it's embarrassing.
There's a 2.73% chance I make that much.
Depends on your tax.
It's embarrassing that my son on his Lego building channel has more subscribers than the Rich Dickman Show. But I guess that makes sense with only 8 listeners.
That is my favorite thing in the universe. In this simulation, there's one thing that keeps me going, and that's the fact that your son has a more successful YouTube
way
channel.
More successful YouTube channel.
Yeah, and when people ask me, they're like, "Hey, how do I subscribe?" I actually point them to your son's YouTube channel.
God.
Yeah.
So how do I get to subscribe to your podcast?
Don't point him to my son's YouTube channel because that's my real life. I don't want people to know what the real Rem Dickman is like. Did you guys see the Nintendo episode though? Where we drove to the fucking mall together, and I was like, "What's up, guys? Welcome to my son's channel." Yeah, I'm good at that stuff. I'm really good at that stuff. Thanks for listening. Be sure to listen to our friends.
You should quit your job and go full-time content
I might.
creation.
I really hate my job right now, and I wish I could do that. And I wish I didn't have a family to take care of, because I totally would do that. And on drugs. Listen to our friends at Who Gives a Shit with Adam from Houston and CJ Cripple Jesus. Check out Who Gives a Shit, and of course our fucking friends at fucking Not for Human Consumption. They didn't say anything about me this week, so you can listen to them again. They're good dudes. I love those guys.
I didn't get through it all.
You're not missing much. RichDickmanShow@gmail.com if you want to email the show. And of course, we're on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. Follow executive producer Randy at Sir Zero with an E, or send him an email, Sir0 with an E @gmail.com. Follow producer Ryan at Ryan TRDS, my mother at Rem_Mama, and I am at Rem Dickman. Ray, how do they get a hold of you?
It's possible to find me on Twitter, but that's like seeing a Yeti. But more importantly, call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776.
That's right.
I'll call you back.
Yes, he will. And Randy, if they want to join us when we record live, next week it'll be Tuesday, but typically every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. How do they do that?
bit.do/TRDS1.
One more time.
So soothing.
bit.do/TRDS1.
That's right. A lot of ways to interact with the show.
And this outro brought to you by Pocket Cast. Get your podcast in your web browser, on your phone, and anywhere else that you would like, your smart car. All right, Pocket Cast is the way to go. Especially your pocket. Pocket Cast, only $6.99 on the App Store, or you can subscribe to their monthly subscription.
That's right.
Please use TRDS and email their customer service and say the Rich Dickman Show sent you. When they get enough, they'll hit us up. And also go to Audible and use our code TRDS, because this is brought to you by Audible. You can also do smile.amazon.trds.com, and anything that you search for and buy will go to ours.
That's right. And finally, episode 153.
We have monetized. This is all new revenue streams.
Episode 153 of The Rich Dickman Show, broadcasting live on April Fool's, is brought to you by World Wrestling Entertainment. Check out WrestleMania this weekend, upcoming 10th and 10 and 11, April 10 and 11. Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania, back in front of fans, the Raymond James Stadium. And use the code TRDS when you're checking it out.
Which my family owns.
Which your family owns, Raymond, because everybody with Raymond has the same.
Yeah, me, Raymond,
AEW, who has been doing live shows forever.
You know what, Randy?
Yeah.
Sorry, Raymond.
We own it. Me, Raymond, my brother James, and my sister Stadium.
Good night.
Yeah, I forgot about your sister Stadium.
See ya.
Boosh.
Hey, so how's this? If we get one person that calls into the voicemail line and says, I want to hear the bonus episode where Randy's, was it your sister, calls in.
Yes, my sister. I haven't talked to her in 10 years.
Release that within 1 week of when we play.
Maybe you should just fucking release it, Ray. Just fucking cut it and give it to me so I can put it up there. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's been 6 months already.
Like, what's wrong with it, Ray? Tell me what's wrong with it.
Promote the audience interaction.
No, you got to get them to join the Patreon.
Shoot that idea down.
Shit. That's a Patreon bonus. Nobody listening to the regular episode is not part of the Patreon.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. Check out the Patreon, and you can listen to.
We need more money other than
Ray.
We've got dozens of sponsors.
If
Okay,
it's pooping on this episode.
That's all great.
Ray,
watch the video.
Dozens of sponsors.
As the number one Patreon patron, as the number one patron on this stream, I'm the one who's telling you I want the bonus episode of my sister. All right, I hate to pull that card. I hate to be that guy. But I went to $15. This is more than what I pay for Justin Robert Young's podcast, and it is much more higher quality.
And you're not even on that podcast.
I know. But it's so much better.